Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tandi Cynthia. To my new viewers, you are loved and appreciated, and a warm welcome to the family. So my loves, on today's video, we will be discussing the importance of disconnecting in order to reconnect with self. I've noticed that a lot can happen to us and around us to the point where we even fail to recognize ourselves. And this is why I thought it was very important for me to touch and share my views on this particular topic. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. Disconnecting to reconnect is not entirely based on disconnecting from electrical gadgets in order to reconnect with self. But disconnecting to reconnect, it is separating or throwing back from anything that's currently taking away from self. It is letting go of anything that you can't control in order to reconnect with self. It is like pressing that reboot button. It is being honest and vulnerable with the current self. Chasing our dreams and dealing with the society can take its toll on our health and well-being. The world has taught us to plan for the future, which is very good. But this act can prove to be very dangerous and costly to our mental health if those plans are not achieved. We pressure ourselves to achieve a lot for tomorrow, to the point where we unknowingly neglect the current self and the current situation. It is very important to take off today's business, deal with today's business, and be patient with the current self before we try to conquer tomorrow's problems. Failure to take off today's business can be a guarantee of tomorrow's disaster. The better you today is the greater you tomorrow. And the Bible also says in Matthew 6:34, as I read, it says, "Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." The same as today came with its own problems and troubles, tomorrow will come with its own problems and troubles. So it is wise to take one step at a time. Deal with what today brings. And you can be able to deal with what tomorrow brings. And I remember this day I was seated and having a conversation with God about my life and everything. And it was at a time where my family and I experienced a very tragic moment. And I heard these words, disconnect to reconnect. And I knew what God was saying, but I didn't understand the depth of what He meant. When I heard those words, I was like, content. I was like, should I write something about this? Should I share something about this? And I was already planning to be, I was visualizing and planning to be this better person. I was already planning to be this person that I was currently not. The current person was here standing hurt. The current person was here standing broken. The current person was here standing not understanding anything. But here I was planning to encourage other people. Here I was planning to share something that I didn't even apply on my life. And my takeaway here is, it is very important to be present in the present moment. When the current person is broken, deal with it. When the current person is hurt, deal with it. When the current person is scared, deal with it. Failure to deal with what's currently bothering you is a guarantee to be an associate with mental health conditions like depression, insomnia, and anxiety, and many other mental health conditions that I haven't mentioned, which can be very deadly because these conditions are not something that are just spoken of. These conditions are real. These conditions are deadly. These conditions are very costly. It is wise to be present in the present moment and deal with what's currently bothering you before you plan and visualize to be this person that doesn't even exist. For that person to exist, we need to face and disconnect from the thought of what we could be tomorrow and connect with the person that we are today and cast it all to God, and He will give us rest. The act of us casting, it is disconnecting from what's currently bothering us. The promise of Him saying He will give us rest is us reconnecting to self. We can't connect with self if we are burdened, if we are bothered by something. It is important to deal with what's bothering you. It is important to deal with what's haunting you, but haunting, it's haunting, I think. It's haunting. With something that's haunting you. Because if we fail to do so, those things will haunt us. We may hide it from the world, but we can't hide it from ourselves. You can find yourself being unable to sleep at night because we failed to face this giant that's standing before us. We failed to deal with the situation that faced us 99. So we need to be present in the present moment. Deal with whatever that's bothering us. In our brokenness, let us go to God. Go to your secret place. Cast it all. For He says He is the molder and we are the clay. The only person who can fix a broken clay to perfection is the molder Himself. The one who made us. The one who sees what we do not see. Life is very spiritual. And life is beyond what the eye can meet. As I said before, failure to take off today's business is a guarantee for tomorrow's disaster. This might not only cost you, but it might even cost you, it might cost your loved ones. It might even cost you your relationships, because not dealing with what's currently standing before you, it might even turn you into a bitter person because you think the other person doesn't understand. And it's very valid. That person might not understand. The only person who can understand, it is God. The only person who can hear you out, it is God Himself. You might tell the next person, but they won't understand. They'll just give you advice of how they dealt with it. How they dealt with it is not how it will help you conquer your situation. It is very important because now we are heading to festive seasons. People are already planning on what they'll have in December. They're already, let me just put it like this, people are already going an extra mile to plan for 2024. I've learned that tomorrow is not guaranteed. What's guaranteed is today. And not being present in the present moment can make us miss a lot of things about ourselves. It can make us miss a lot of things about our loved ones. It can make us miss a lot of memories. It can make us not honor and be grateful for where we are and who we are today. I saw this myself. I experienced this myself. I'm still experiencing this myself. And this is why I emphasize that be present in the present moment. Deal with today's problems. Deal with what today brings. Deal with what today has to offer. And not be obsessed with what tomorrow may bring. What we obsess about tomorrow, it may not appear. And it not appearing, it can lead us to being people who are very comparing. It can lead us to people who are very unappreciative. It can lead us to people who are very vengeful, because what we try to achieve with our lives and what we try to picture our lives to be is not coming into reality. I bet you, if we were to be very present in the present moment, you'd see that this and this and this happened and I conquered it. This and this and this happened and I jumped over. For instance, let's say there's a situation like what can I say? I'm going blank. let's say there's a situation like you are facing a situation like what can I say? I'm blank. Story for another day. My last words here is be gentle with self, be present in the present moment, take care of self overall, take care of yourself, like be closer to God, because these times are very, very, very very stressing times. There are times where things out of the ordinary are happening, unforeseen circumstances are taking place, things that instantly snatch your happiness, things that instantly lead you to a place of being a violent person, things that make you act out of character are happening. It is very important to be present in the present moment, deal with what's bothering you. At the end of the day, if you are not okay, it will bother you more than it can bother the next person. So it is very important to be very, very vulnerable, like very you should cater to self, very catering to self. Yeah, that's all I can say. And don't forget to share your thoughts, like, subscribe, and what else? I think that's it. I love you, and God loves you more.